Hello, got a question. Let's assume that you want to go and help one of these senators or one of these congressmen, and you want to help them with their campaign to run for the Oval Office. And let's say you worked for an organization. Well, they might give you the time off, but if they did, it would be without pay. Perfect example of that is Senator Ted Cruz's wife. Yeah, she works for a large financial institution, and she's taken time off work to help further his run for the Oval Office. Now, when you're paying senators and congressmen to represent you, why are we paying them when they're campaigning? When they're campaigning, they can't be doing the work they were sent to Washington to do, can they? You think Ted Cruz is going to take a cut in pay when he's out there campaigning with his wife and his supporters? You think Marco Rubio is going to take a cut in pay when he's doing the same? How about Rick Perry? Well, Rick Perry, I think he could do it because he's not being paid, I don't believe. He might be on a pension, but he's not being paid for his services by the state of Texas. But Ted Cruz is. I think the laws need to be sort of looked at. If someone wants to run for the Oval Office or any other higher office, while they're doing that, they shouldn't be being paid for the job they're being paid to do, since they're no longer doing that job. Does that make any sense to you? I mean, I'm just curious. Rand Paul from Kentucky announced his bid for the Oval Office. So while he's out campaigning, is he doing his constituents' work the way he was doing it before? Probably, because none of them did much of anything before. The whole thing's totally insane. What did I see on a bumper sticker? You know the similarity between members of Congress and diapers? Well, they both have to eventually be emptied because they're full of the same things. I thought it was an appropriate bumper sticker worth sharing. It's a complete joke. You've got senators and congressmen earning $174,500 plus, and they don't work. They work, what, 110 days a year, if that, supposedly they work. They don't read the bills that they sign. Rand Paul himself stood up on a Senate floor holding up a book full of bills, said we have to read all these bills by the end of the day to vote. We don't do the work we're paid to do. So why are we paying them to campaign? If Ted Cruz's wife is taking time off work, shouldn't Ted Cruz, shouldn't Rand Paul, shouldn't Marco Rubio, shouldn't they all that are being paid for the work that they're doing, since they're no longer doing that work? Just thought I'd ask the question. I told you what I think. So let me know what you think. And let your congressman or your senator know what you think as well, if you think what I think. You want to run? Go for it. But you're not going to be paid what we're paying you while you're running. That's what should happen. But will it? I sort of doubt it.